going into this project,
Right.
fully aware that you are going to be playing your dad? Is that essentially it?
Yeah. My buddy texted me. He was like, "You should read for your pop," and I was like, "Huh, okay." So I immediately called my representation. I was like, "What is this project?" Because originally it was called Showtime, so I thought it was Showtime on Showtime.
Which is probably why it's not called Showtime
exactly.
on HBO.
Yeah, they can't go against they can't have their competitors' names.
You're
so.
certainly not going to name it Cinemax, the rise of the Lakers dynasty either. So,
So, I the script came to me from a buddy, called my representation, and then immediately within 3 days, I got a response. And I went in for a pre-read, got a call back, and nailed it.
So how are you feeling about? How's your family feeling about reading for Norm Nixon?
My dad is pretty cool, lax guy, nondescript really. And I told him I got it. He was like, "Cool."
Are you serious?
Yeah. Not that he wasn't happy for me, but I mean, he won't laugh if something's not funny. He's just that guy. So I think internally I made him smile, but he's the type of person, if I score 30 points in a basketball game, he'll talk about the one time I didn't get back on defense. That's just like the competitive nature of who he is. He's an athlete. So.
Right, exactly. So let's just say, for instance, a scene we just saw a clip for to our terrestrial radio audience, a scene where Magic is obviously coming to the Lakers. Mm-hmm. He's going to take your character, your dad's job, Norm Nixon's job. Mm-hmm. It's a white party at Donald Sterling's house, which, at the time, who knew the irony about all that?
Right.
And Norm Nixon challenges Magic to a game, right? Mm-hmm. A hoops game. And right in front of the entire party, you start schooling him.
Yeah.
Right? And so did this really happen?
Okay. Off the books, probably, they were competitive, might have gotten a game in, but, it's television, so everything's heightened. So they wanted to create that drama and, pit my dad against him a little bit. But ultimately, they figured out how to work together. It's just like anything. If somebody's threatening to take your spot or your position,
sure, you're
kind of going to haze them a little bit. And my dad had been on the team like 2 years prior, and he had known Magic Johnson won the state championship, was a phenom. So it was kind of like a big brother kind of thing, like, well, show me what you got, Rook, kind of thing. That's why we call him Young Buck throughout the rest of the series, because he was a young buck coming in with Kareem and all of these vets on the team already, but we hadn't won yet. But
sure,
yeah.
And so, did you reach out to your dad and show him some of these scripts? And
I showed him.
With some of these
I showed him. I showed him the white scene in particular. And I showed him the scene where my character is first introduced and I'm getting the pedicure in the salon. And he's like, "Man, I'm from Macon, Georgia. I ain't getting no pedicures, man." I went no Virgo. Sorry. This is serious, right? This is okay. So I could say a little, okay, cool. Let me wash my mouth. Yeah. But he was just like, yeah, man. He was like, "I don't wear any of that." But he was just like, "Do your thing. I'm rooting for you." I'm gonna watch the show with him eventually, but I'm low-key kind of scared. My stepmother actually called me last night. She was like, "I heard you did a good job, so we're gonna watch it." But I actually want to watch it with him and see what he thinks. So,
man,
yeah,
that would be. Yeah, I mean, forget about the fact that he's your father. I would imagine any role that you play of anybody who's living, right?
Yeah,
that you'd sitting next to that person regardless. Now add the fact that he's obviously your dad. I mean, that would be intense.
And his thing was, I'm not a fictitious character walking around, so don't make me look stupid. That was his one thing,
Right. So the house I just want to stick to what we've seen already here.
Yeah.
Because we do know the way that the story kind of goes anyway, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
So the house where you're playing one-on-one against the Magic Johnson character. Where is that house? Here in Los Angeles?
I believe, yes, it's in Los Angeles. I believe, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it was Lucille Ball's old mansion.
Damn, I love Lucy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, the basketball court.
Yeah.
The basketball court wasn't there. They had
they built it.
They built
that,
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think? Desi Arnaz didn't take Fred Merckx one-on-one? Is what you're saying?
Lucy, you want to play some one-on-one? It's like, no, that's not happening.
Oh, Ricky. You know what? Vivian Vance had a great outside game.
Just working on some free throws or something.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean?
You guys didn't know Lucy had handles. So a lot of people didn't know about her skills, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lucy laid his ass with the
That's
crossover.
cool, though. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And we had a whole bunch of extras. Like, you know, it was a scene, and it just got us in it. And especially with the wardrobe, you know, the costumes, you know, and the set design just really got everybody into character. And it was so easy to make that transition back into 79, 80s, man. And then they built a forum inside of LA Center Studios.
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, when we played different teams, they picked up the floor and changed everything inside. Like when we had Celtics games or Clipper games, it was insane.
I wonder if the Celtics games, if the floorboards are dead spots.
dead
spots. Dead spots.
Yeah, right.
To make it accurate.
So you literally playing on parquet floors, like fake parquet floors?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
What did you learn that you didn't know watching the first episode? Because everyone's been talking this week about how much of a lunatic Jerry West is, which may or may not be true. Might be turned up a little bit. Did anything surprise you?
I knew a lot, but I didn't really know how Jerry Buss acquired the team. I didn't know that he sold missiles. I didn't know any of his previous, you know, backstory to him prior to buying the Lakers, to be honest.
Yeah, and if Jack Kent Cooke wasn't getting divorced,
yeah,
you know.
And that might not have ever come to fruition. So I was just like, whoa, this is interesting, you know? It was very revealing for me in some aspects,
What a fun show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.